Sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles, they're good. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, this defense for the Cowboys much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Second down and a run by Robinson. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take... of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyquan Thornton His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. It's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. There's
Chris Olave. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And here comes a return from just beyond the blue line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Cowboys are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got some space here. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown in their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
But maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to White. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass here, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from down distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll set up a throw. Out left to Dotson. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his 1st. And it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring here into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw here. He gets this to Thornton. Pass the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyquan Thornton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's like fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
But how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's Tressway now. We think to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, you don't have to be a student of X's and O's to know that right there, that just was the perfect play call defensively.
You're exactly right, because what they did really well, disguised their intentions. They never thought that the corner would come on the blitz, but when he did, that QB was exposed and brought to the ground.
So the completion good for 7 there, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They'll look to throw.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Able to get this one to McBride.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw.
McBride on the slant. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Second and 9 now. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They'll let Robinson try and run, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be out right at the 35. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
He'll keep it himself.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to McBride.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go option to the short side.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to swell the lead to 6. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
That one goes for 24 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running out of the gun with White.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
The 71 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw.
The pass caught by Olave. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
He's back to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.